Good morning, Jan. Waiting for people to come on. Takes a little longer these days. Hey, Barbara, I was just going to send this to you. Good morning, friends. We'll see who else pops on. Yay, Glory Warrior is here. You guys can share this out if you want. Good morning, Stephanie. I'm going to share this out on Telegram. See if we get a few more folks popping in. Hey, Lisa. Yeah, I had a little bit of technical problems again this morning. Donna, good morning. My iPad, no, my MacBook had a black screen. I'll tell you, it's a technology jungle out there. So good morning, everyone. Good morning, friends. Good morning, family. Good morning, patriots. Hopefully we will get a few more people jumping on, but I will go ahead and get started. Yes, the battle is real, and I'm getting sick and tired of the enemy messing with everything. So, but it's all right. It's all right. And that is part of the message. We are in a turnaround time. It is Ecclesiastes 3. I've said this before, a time for everything, a time for everything, a season for every activity under heaven, a time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to uproot, a time to kill and a time to heal, a time to tear down, a time to build, a time to weep and a time to laugh. So we are in the season of time, a time to mourn, a time to dance. So we're going from one to the other. Yes, it does get very heavy to bear at times. Yes, it is time for justice, Lisa. So I want to encourage you guys today. So I was going to, it is birth time. So I'll just go ahead and start. I've had so many interruptions, and I had interruptions all day yesterday trying to put this together. So I'm just going to fly by the seat of my pants with Holy Spirit holding me up by my belt buckle. So Friday morning, that's my morning time to go to intercession. There is a group of governmental intercessors. Hey, Sylvia Sue. So we were at prayer, and we all, I think we're all mantled, I should say, to pray for America. We've been doing it for a number of years. Good morning, Catherine. Good morning, Jody. I'm just getting started. We're talking about it's turnaround time. So Friday morning during prayer time, Pastor Michael started out, and he was talking about a word that Chuck Pierce gave, and I don't know if it was recent. I tried to clarify it, but I'm just going to say what he said. Back in 2012, it was a culmination of one age into the next, and I'll go into that a little bit more in a minute. So 2012, Chuck Pierce said, I don't know if it was recently or several years ago, but it would be not usually childbirth is a 9-month process. Good morning, Kathy. Hey, Prairie Fire Patriot. Julie, hello. Good morning, Julie. Good morning, Bonnie. So Chuck Pierce said 2012, it was a new shift into a new time. And but Chuck Pierce said that while childbirth normally takes 9 months, it is a 9-year process, or it has been. So 2012 to 2021 is 9 years. So we are in a birthing time. So with that, I'm just going to take you back to 2012. In 2012, December of that year, Pastor Michael, one of the pastor that runs our prayer group on Friday, and Pastor Bob from an IHOP, a house of prayer in Michiana, they went to Israel together with Ray Hughes. And I think at that time, Ray Hughes was from the Asheville IHOP. And Ray Hughes is all about releasing the sound of the kingdom. And he teaches about the correct hertz, which is, I think, 432 before it got changed to 440 by Hitler. So they went, there were a group of worshipers, apostles, intercessors that traveled to Israel December of 2020 to release the sound of worship, to bring a shift to Israel. I believe also that year, Kat Kerr was commissioned to go to the center of the United States of America with her staff and hit the ground as a sign of a new beginning. So it was December 12th, 2012, and I was sitting in the house of prayer, worshiping, thinking about Pastor Bob and Michael. And Pastor Michael took my shofar to Israel. So I have a shofar that was blown in Israel. So they went, and I was sitting in the house of prayer. And on that day, I had a vision. And I see things in cartoons because that's part of the way God geared me. But I had a vision of the royal prince, Prince Charming, and he was kissing Sleeping Beauty, and it was the actual Disney cartoon. So, wow, California here, it's really early there. So I saw this vision and I heard the words culmination and commencement. So culmination means a completion, a culmination, and a consummation, a wrapping up of something. So 12 is the number of government. So it was 12, 12, 12. Excuse me, of course, my voice is getting froggy. So it was the culmination, a wrapping up of the church age. And the other word was commencement, which is a graduation, a kickoff, a starting point, a dawning of a new time. Yes, it is the middle of the night there. God bless you for being there on this morning. Hey, Robert, shalom, shalom to you. So in 2012, we shifted from the church age to the kingdom age. King Jesus came and he kissed the bride awake. So it was the beginning of a new age. But Chuck Pierce said that we've been 9 years in the birth. So that takes us to this time and to this age. So we were praying about that Friday. And I was thinking about 12, 12, 12. And it's just like, oh my gosh, 9 years. Yes, it's been 9 years. Yes, it is birth time. It is birth time. So we are in the new era. We have shifted into that, but it is the time of the birth of this new era. So I'm just going to give you some thoughts on God's timeline. So Johnny Enlow, I listened to him after we prayed. Well, let's see. So if you take 12, 12, 12, and you turn 2012 to 2021, it's a reversing. So you go from 12, 12, 12 to 12, 12, 21, and it's 12 flipped. It's 12 turned around. It's 12, it's 12 unlocked. It's 12 shifted. It's the turning. It's Donna Rigby called it. She said the evergreen that was stuck in the Suez Canal was like a birth canal. And I know for a number of months on the Clay Nash prayer call, they kept praying for the breech birth to be turned. And so Donna Rigby said that I believe the water came up, something happened, and the evergreen was unstuck, and it opened up the birth canal. And we know that what we see in the natural duplicates what is happening in the supernatural. So yes, Danielle says, yes, it is birthing time. So Johnny Enlow, if you haven't listened to Elijah Streams, he was on, I believe it was Thursday, and I didn't listen until Friday afternoon, but he said the same thing. He said it in a little bit different way, and he talked about Project Looking Glass and wormholes, and I'm not even going to go there. You'll just have to listen to him. But he said that as the white hats and the black hats, the good guys and the bad guys in the government have the capability of looking into the future and predicting the future with scientific data, and it's way beyond my understanding. He said that there was a problem beginning in 2012. They could see a big event ahead that was headed to a great awakening, where truth is seen as never before. Lives of multiple generations will be changed and healed. And he said, no matter what the Luciferians do, it accelerates us into that. It is God's timeline. And he said the enemy has been trying to do everything possible to change the timeline to prevent things from happening. So since 2012, and especially in 2020 with the whole election and this cycle going into 2021, the enemy has been trying to stop, to delay the kingdom government, the birth, the awakening, the reformation, the transition into this amazing kingdom time. He's been trying to delay it. And as we know, Daniel 7, Satan tries to change the times and the laws. He either tries to delay or speed up times. So we are in 2021. It's 9 years. It is birth time. It is kingdom time. It is the culmination. It has been wrapped up. It has been consummated. The church age is over, and we are stepping in to the most magnificent. Yes, he did speed it up last year. It's weird. It's just weird. Time is weird right now. But we are in Ecclesiastes 3. There is a time for everything, a season for every activity under heaven, a time to be born and a time to die. And the other interesting thing in this time, yes, the devil is fighting hard to keep God from winning, but it will not work. Yes, God is large and in charge. Yes, Linda, revival is on the way, but it's not just revival. It's revival, it's transformation, it's awakening, and it is reformation. It's like 4 things. The four corners of the earth. It is going to shift magnificently, and we are standing on the precipice. So it is going to happen in 2021. Oh, good. I'm going to get a commercial. All right, so I'll turn that off. So in 2021, we are going to see this fully birthed to this. It's a renaissance period, but it's a renaissance of God. And so I'm going to turn to Isaiah 9. For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government will be on his shoulders. It is on his shoulders, and he is called Wonderful Counselor, or Wonderful Counselor, as some versions say, Mighty God, mighty to save, mighty to battle for us, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace, and of the increase of his government and peace there will be no end. He will reign on David's throne. He is reigning. He is ruling. He is ruling over his kingdom and over the earth, and he is presently establishing and upholding us with justice and righteousness. And the word upholding, Jesus, I think in Hebrews 1 and Colossians, it talks about Jesus is upholding us with his powerful word. And the word uphold is not a static word. It is movement. He is moving us. He is propelling us by his mighty word, his plans, his purposes into his kingdom. And debt sheets, I want to end with this. Debt sheets, let's see, he was on Kent Christmas this past weekend, and he was the only one I got a chance to listen to, but it was so good. And he was saying if I can find my notes. Let me skip to the other side. He was talking about the beautiful gate, the gate beautiful. And this was where Peter and John, it's in Acts 4, they came and healed the paralytic. And he was saying Jesus passed by this paralytic how many times? And Jesus healed everyone that came to him, everyone that he passed by. But he never healed the paralytic because it wasn't the right time. And the gate that the paralytic was sitting at was the gate beautiful. But the other word for the gate beautiful is Horeos, the Horeos gate, which means the right time gate. So we are at the right time gate. It is a Horeos time. It is the right time. And we are getting ready to give birth. And I'm going to go back to Ecclesiastes again, if I can find it. Where did you go? I didn't mark it. So hang here. So it's a time to be born, a time to die. So one other thing I want to tie in. So this is all very random, but it all fits together. So the same day, we prayed about the 12 and the 9 years and the birth. Interestingly enough, the Duke of Edinburgh died at the age of 99 on April the 9th. And Veronica West said it was 999 days. Let's see, 99 years and 9 months. And on the 9th, it's 999. And she said it also happens to be the 999th day of the first month of Nisan in the Hebrew calendar. So I'm not sure I understand that, but 999. He died on April 9th at 99, and it coincides with the 999th day of the first month of Nisan in the Hebrew calendar. So 9 is the number of finality and fullness. So it's a sign. We are in a time of death and a time of being born. It is just amazing. And yes, Gizmo's mom, it is the number of judgment also. And I saw someone else mention we are in a time of judgment earlier. So we are just standing on the precipice. And if you can picture the picture of, and I think many of you have probably seen it, and some of you may have not seen it, but it's from the movie, one of the Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe movies. I can't think of the name of the series, but Miss Kathy is here, and I know she knows. But it's the picture of one of the princesses standing with Aslan, and she's standing up on this high precipice overlooking the kingdom. And so we are standing on the precipice with the Lion of the tribe of Judah. We are standing on the precipice of that time. and it is Princess Lucy. Thank you. Chronicles of Narnia. Thank you guys for being my brain. I need a brain. I need a new brain. I looked up COVID, and there's such a thing as COVID fog, and I think I've been struggling with it. So I'm not claiming it, but I appreciate your help. So yes, we are Princess Susan, but we are kings and priests, and we are standing with the Lion of the tribe of Judah on the precipice at the new birth, at this this commencement of this amazing age. We are going into a government age where we as ecclesia are ruling and reigning, and we will rule and reign, and there will be a shift in the 7 mountains. So Lord, we thank you. We thank you for all that you are doing. So be encouraged, friends. God is doing an amazing work in this time. So we praise you. We praise you. We thank you that we are in this time of a turnaround. You have you've turned the ship around, the evergreen, and the ship is moving. The birth canal is open, and it is time for this great awakening to be birthed. We are at the right time gate. We are at the gate beautiful. It is an amazing time. And so we thank you. And I'm going to go out briefly with a song by Misty Edwards called Turn It All Around. And I'm just going to start it at a random place, and I'll end it in a few minutes. So God bless you guys for coming on, and I'm going to turn it up. Sound quality has been bad, but I'm going to try and get a microphone and see if that helps. So here we go. Turn it all around. We are in a turn around time. Everything is in my hands, and it's going to be all right. It's going to be okay. We're at the right time, the right gate, the right season. Good morning, Luann. If you came on late, listen to the replay. So we'd go out, Lord, saying thank you. Thank you. You are King. You are Lord. You are great. You are greatly to be praised. You are doing amazing things in our day and in our time. We look and we stand in great anticipation. We stand on tiptoe in excitement, not in dismay, not in despair, not in discouragement, but we stand amazed. We stand amazed at all you are doing, and we can be a part of it in this day and in this time. So thank you for this amazing tribe, these warriors, this ecclesia, this group to encourage and spur one another on. We do spur one another on. We stand linked together. We stand shields up, swords raised up. You're as one ecclesia. And we go out this morning, as we always do, saying, God bless America. God bless Donald John Trump. I say God bless to each and every one of you here and those who listen. And this is Wonder Warrior signing over and out.